teams in childhood, there's multi-teams. It's great. Okay, this month, because I have got this large stand, I'm going to hand over yet again to my lovely assistant, and you can introduce, and I'm going to run around in all of you as well, right? I'm going to come down here. So I'm going to hand over to you then.
Excellent.
And you can introduce.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome to the stage the cast of DWARF, Robert Llewellyn, Chris Barrett, and Norman Lovett. So, hello boys. How are you all doing today? There are children, yes, so keep it please.
Give it double dose. Now then. It was 25 years ago now. Bazinga.
Big Bang Theory, is that what we're on today?
I have a bloody clue what he's talking about.
I'm the oldest, you know, I'm the coolest. Tell us about what you just been doing.
I just got back to I got back, I was just I'm only just making
You go and watch it and I'll just walk around for 2 minutes.
Once more on the screen.
Let's go! Have a seat.
Awesome! I've been touring stately homes and looking at fine art. I also haven't seen Kick-Ass 2, but I've seen Kick-Ass 1, or just Kick-Ass, which is awfully good. I thought marvelous, Steel magazine. The most recent dramatic event I had was running out of my house at about 11 o'clock in the morning when a fox was in the front garden trying to kill one of my chickens, and I called it a snakehead, which came out and I threw a rock at it, and I actually, well, I don't like being called to animals, but the rock actually hit the back of the fox, and it ran away sort of quite quickly, which was, because I can't throw a ball to save my life, I actually threw a projectile with some skill.
I don't like cruelty to any animal, even ants. If I trip on an ant, I feel very upset. But foxes, I feel sorry for foxes because they're almost like a gypsy, aren't they?
I mean, I don't like it, but on the other hand, if I want to come back my chickens up. Sorry, the backside of my chickens.
Fair enough, you've got chicken.
That's what I think. It sounds like they're doing some crazy fun-packed lives, these boys, don't they? Do you know what? My life hasn't been overly exciting either before this event. So I've just been sitting at home thinking, great, I'm going to Norcon next weekend. And yeah, I took an interminable journey up the A11. And mercifully, somewhere around Newmarket, the road's being expanded, is that right? Isn't that, I hope you're not going to dig up too much of the countryside, but that would upset me a little bit. But no, it's just good to be here, and we're looking forward to maybe Red Dwarf 11 at some point. But I gather it's very good to be contacted yet. That strikes me as a little bit of a bad move in the old planning stages, but we'll see. We'll see if everything works out. See, that's funny, isn't it?
It was quite down between the last series of DWARF and before that. But what was it like being back on set? after leg away from the character was quite nice.
It was great. I mean, to be honest, okay, we did Back to Earth. Did you all like Back to Earth? Yeah! Come on. Controversial question, of course.
It wasn't Red Bull, it wasn't proper Red Bull.
Do you know what? I think had there been an audience there, and they would have laughed, then you'd be thinking actually it was just like any other episode of Red Bull. But it was a three-parter, and I think if you watch all three parts in quick succession, you'll see the sort of filmic elements of it, you know? So what I'm saying is I don't think Back to Earth was as bad as some people have been saying, and I will continue to sort of promote it as a decent virtual Series 9 or whatever. Series 10, let's jump to that quickly, move on. Yeah, it was quite straightforward getting back into it, maybe back to Earth, seeing each other, you know. So it was like pulling an old woolly on, you know, an old jumper, you know, getting back to Earth with these boys. So yeah, it was quite straightforward. Bobby.
No, I mean, I think the biggest surprise to me was the first day we were all on the set in costume. And I think we all commented that it actually felt like we had a long weekend off. And it was actually 14 years. But it felt like we were, and within minutes, the same sort of little jokes were being played on, like Craig borrowing my script because he couldn't remember the lines, which he then set fire to. But all back to normal like that, really quickly, yeah.
What's the gap between Series 8 and Back to Earth?
Series 8 and Back to Earth was about 14 years.
14 years? Yeah. Well, I haven't done any Red Dwarf for 16
years. Who are you?
I lost my character.
Well, 98.
Yeah.
What was the time I got 14 years?
It's 14 years, isn't it?
Bobby is shit at math. That's why you've got 14 years in your head, lad. Finished recording Red Dwarf 8 in about Christmas '98, the transmission in '99, and then spring '09 we did Back to Earth. So about 11 years. Yeah, sort of 14 years today since we did Good. Well, let's move on, shall we? Bob, do you want to say anything about the gap?
Yeah, so 13 years ago, and it's quite ironic that I'm not in the show anymore, that I'm the perfect age for the part. Senile old kid. Playing a senile old kid at 41, but that's what I was like then. Old before my time. Now I'm young.
Anyway, Lord, would this be the right time, you think, to maybe write a nice little letter to Doug Naylor to say, I'm ready?
I can't write. You should write to me. You should be glad to have me back.
Ooh, yeah. Bit of politics there.
Ideally, I'd like to do another colleague episode. Something lovely to do that. And get Ring Rob to help him write it.
That won't happen.
But no, it would be nice, but who knows, it's not the end of the world if it does happen, it's not the end of the world if it doesn't.
Do you know, Norm, my kids paid you a compliment the other day. Yeah, my eldest son turned and says, why did they get rid of the first Hollywood?
Well, they didn't get rid of me, I mean, it was...
Well, you didn't know.
No, it was a very more complicated than that. It was more to do with a bit bullshit. We wouldn't have any trust. But all I did was question why of my team for what they agreed to. And I feel they come up with an answer to that, which they never did. And I said, well, I'm carrying on. My own series at the time, which only went to one series, but I was still fantastic film. That's the only reason I was quite happy to go back in it for the third series. So, and I've got bullshit, I've got one of those things where you just know what to do about all this. I mean, I am very fortunate. I've got borders, I've got theatre, stuff like that.
I just want to say one thing. Norman Levitt saying, I'm not bullshit, is excellent.
Did Danny shave at all in 14 years?
Did Danny shave at all?
He just needs to come back for the promo and a very, very clean shaven, perfect cap, but about a week before it was a large beard, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he is a man with a beard in all but the 3 months we do Red Dwarf, you know. As far as I can remember, isn't it? He's always, but you know, he's due back any time now, the end of this month, isn't it?
That's his bed. That's his paradise, yeah. There's a new bloke doing it now.
Hello?
That'll be interesting. It's not for me, it's not my type of thing, but on a Tuesday in February to watch Death in Paradise, you could almost warm your hands from the TV. It's so lovely, it's hot, you know.
It's a great gig for Danny.
And a great gig, great gig.
Well, apparently I heard that Ben Miller, of course, has to wear the suit, sort of in the heat down there. One day, he just sort of, you know, when the filming was getting, as filming can get a little bit sort of intense, he just sort of went, like the Incredible Hulk, ripped off the suit and ran down the beach and died into the sea, you know? So, yeah, when it's hot, it's hot.
So, before I open up questions, the horse riding thing, I understand there were some issues with Craig on horse.
The issues were that Craig had a very important part of his brain removed, which is the fear bit. So I think it's quite useful. I quite like the fear bit in my brain. So now I'm trying to remember the actual. Yeah, because Danny and I have both ridden horses. I grew up riding horses, so I knew how. I'm not a good rider, but I know how dangerous they are because I've fallen off them and it really hurts. And Danny had ridden horses a bit. I don't know if you had, and I think Craig had sat on a donkey on the beach when he was sick. And Craig was the one whacking the horse with his hat going, "How do you make it go?" And Chris is going, "This has got no steering wheel, nobody dash, no speed on it, or worse the brakes." And they did go apeshit, and they went absolutely bananas. They were stunt ponies. They were amazing horses, but when they knew to follow. If everyone runs, I know what I had to do. I had to do running, so they all did running, which was quite alarming when you've got a rubber head on and a cowboy hat, and you're trying to calm Craig's horse down. It was absolutely hysterical. And we were running towards the road, the gate. And there was a man running towards the gate to try and get to the gate to shut it. It's otherwise we could run out on the M25, which could have got complicated then. It was good PR, really excellent PR.
Yeah, I mean, I was, you know, Craig wanted his horse to do things. I wanted my horse not to do anything. Because it was showing signs of wanting to go, you know. And of course, that bit we had to sort of ride through the village at the end. Danny, of course, went, "Yee-haw!" And, you know, my horse took off. You know, and like Bob said, to me, a motorbike, you know, usually if I'm on something like this and it's a machine, it's a motorbike. So I was reaching out for the brakes, and stuff. Exactly, no, it just didn't work. Unfortunately, we had French horse wranglers who sort of came alongside and stopped the horses. But yeah, that was exciting there.
Where is my husband? There. We've got questions from the audience. Excellent.
I'll go this one here. Hello, Anthony.
Who was more interested in swimmer or ape? And are you going to do a vegetable movie?
I'm actually physically in love with ape in a quite a gay way. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And I can't imagine. I think we should never say never, but I think it's doubtful that we'll do a movie. There are some other projects being muted that are of a fairly spectacular and exciting format which we can't possibly divulge at the moment. So we're certainly doing another series, and I think we've all agreed that Red Dwarf is a sitcom with an audience. That's its home. So, but I mean, that said, you know, I can't see it happening at the moment. A movie.
So having said that, I've got the movie script at home, and when I read it, I thought, yeah, this could work. This could work really well. So it's such a shame it never happened. And I don't know why it didn't happen, but it's a shame. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what we need? Anyone want to buy a copy?
Area. I can't remember. We came up with a name of it for a guest book.
I found it much more difficult. It's much easier to work with snakehead rabbits. And you know that month today, I'm very difficult to work with, you know. Coming in there with these big hair, this stupid shiny suits, no, that's not for me. I prefer a man who's failed his astro navigation exams. It's healthy. Sorry? Oh, 19. No, we didn't know because you're telling us. Yeah.
I'll tell you, for someone you didn't like, you played the part very well.
Well, false inspiration, you know, kept making eyes at me across the studio.
Okay,
Let's move on.
So I think we've got a couple of questions. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm going to run over here, so I'm stuck over there, get a bit of running, sort of. Right, Andrew.
If you, Chris, if you had to become Rimmer or Mr. Brickhouse, which one would it be?
Great choice, isn't it? Rimmer and Mr. Brickhouse. Mr. Brickhouse.
They're both wankers.
I think probably Mr. Brickhouse, because he feels that he is doing good. So he can go home, even though he's left a trail of destruction behind him, he can go home and he's been gone, yes, I did good for humanity today. Okay, we nearly burnt the whole town down, but it was true love. Whereas Rimmer probably goes home and just goes, lots of words I can't read. And then sort of so
Shut up, Lister.
what we?
Shut up, Lister. Probably that too.
Yeah. So you're not wrong, yeah. Thing to do with this, the negative man.
Next up,
Yeah.
man drove by.
Question. Okay, we've got okay, over here.
And my question is, how did you get to the Kenneth Williams so good? How do you do that?
Well, yeah, you probably noticed that I have, to quote a scene out of Red Dwarf, nostrils like Trans Am wheel arches. So any impersonation kind of Williams, that's the first port forward. It's making it's always as soon as you make your nostrils like this, you see, you're all American there. You know, Cockney accent sound like that, it's making one angle like this. A very little Polish accent, very lower like this.
I think I'm going to head to the back. I know we've got a few down here, but we've got a hand gyrating.
Man with a camera
Over here.
back there.
Sorry everyone. Wait, I should always put my trying to move this house. Okay, sir.
I have a question for Chris and Robert. During Red Dwarf 10, what was your favourite episode of Series 10?
It is always a difficult one. I mean, it's the easy way to answer that is I love all of them, but Lemons was a particular joy. We really enjoyed doing Lemons, and I'm really thrilled being involved in electric vehicle development. That the Lemon battery that we made, which was a 8 lemons, I believe it was 8 lemons, and galvanized nails, copper wire and copper coins actually worked. It produced 7.6 volts, which was amazing. And so that was the first ever in the entire history of Red Dwarf where a prop has actually worked. For me, a big thrill. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, lemons, I have to say, just really for the cleverness of the script, you know, the whole idea of Jesus and all that sort of business, and just the concept, the simple concept, someone goes up to Jesus, and this guy turning around and thinking, what? That was top moment of the whole series. I quite like Trojan, obviously, because it was meeting one of my brothers. And someone asked me about favourite lines in the whole series. One of my favourite, or the whole Red Dwarf, one of my favourite lines was, we just hosed him down and gave him a hat, which is one of my favourite lines, I said Trojan. So those two, I'd say, Lemons, Trojan, and Father and Sons was also good, just a tour de force by Craig. And when he had bad flu that week, boy did he have bad flu, to bring out that. You heard about that, yeah? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, he did, but he brought out amazing performance. Norm, did you see the series?
Yeah, I did. I said that at the convention once, and they all booed. So it's a nice way. It's not my fault, is it? Really? Just as though it's a sitcom in space. You know, that's it. So the idea of the lemon and the copper doing an experiment is actually science. Because you can learn from that as well. It's all see it on your program and something. You can learn from it as well. So it's an interesting level. Where's my lemon microphone? There we are. There is. Are there pictures over here? There's lots of pictures over here. I'm not quite sure the camera's currently got. Okay, we've got a fantastic t-shirt here, so I think we have to go a bit off.
Special Chris, for everyone here at Northon, can you do the room of salute for us?
Well, I'm going to have to stand up for that. That's not part of it. Oh my God.
The thing that really annoyed me about it, I thought it was good when he did that quickly. But in one episode it went on and on. Bloody milking it.
So that was the milk test. But the milk was, first of all you do it, then people, you know, you do it, people find it funny, and then you keep doing it, and people start finding it not very funny, and then people get really bored with it, and then people sit there in neutral with it, and then they think he's still doing it, oh that's quite funny again. And then you go up like that, oh thank God for that. And then you do not what they're expecting, the long way down, and they start laughing again, you know? And then when you get to the end, if you don't get a round of applause, you've done it wrong. There you go, milk test. Okay, I don't know how much time we've got, but where are we? We've got another gyrating hand. Hello everyone, mosey on down this amazing carpet. Look at this. Okay, question here.
I'd like to know what's your favourite sci-fi show, film?
Favourite sci-fi show or film? I have to say that the script structure, which I studied very carefully, of the original Terminator film is genius. It's all about time travel. And interestingly, this book time travel, were very unlike the Terminator. But it was very cleverly written, and there is a hole in the logic of the time travel, at which point the man who comes back from the future to save the woman says, if you think about it too much, you go crazy. That's how they covered the slight gap in the reality of if you come back from the future to now, and because there was a sort of slight hole in the plot, which is a very clever way of doing it. But I just think it's a genius plot. The only the original Terminator. From then on, it all got a little bit OTT for me, but that one was brilliant. And Schwarzenegger found his perfect role. I'll be back.
Is that film with Westworld? Is that a sci-fi?
Yeah.
That's my favourite. Yeah, definitely. That was brilliant. I love that. I love that film.
Yeah, I have to admit that I suppose a bit like Norman in a sense, I'm not really a huge science fiction fan, but I would have to say early Star Trek with William Shatner wearing his Wolverhampton Wanderers shirt and Spock, and just just the acting.
Hey, that's like a spaceship, isn't it? Not like a flying saucer coming down, isn't it? It is a little bit like the British.
What are you looking at, Norm?
It's a flying saucer, yeah. Right. Wow.
I'm sure that was in the designer of the Holiday Inn Norwich mind. Yeah.
It could always be worse. It could be the Emma Jones from Christmas Stone.
Yes.
Right, okay, have we got any more questions around here at all? We've got, is that a question, or are you just raising your point?
I've got a camera in the one hand to talk. No, I've got my hand up, yes.
Oh, okay. This one, I'm sorry, but this guy is brilliant. Here we go, sir.
There we go. Yeah, Rob, just a quick question. The new Robocop trailer, basically, for some reason, the Robocop's got he's got Crichton's armour and the suits. What do you think Crichton's going to say to you in the next series? Any personal words? Why, you stole my suit!
Is this the new Robocop trailer that's just been released?
He's got black painted armour at the very end. He looks like Crichton in the suit. I'm just wondering.
I think the line is, let's make him look more aggressive, make it black. Which I think it could be classified as a possibly racist statement. And you think it's although Danny will be going and going, shut up, don't be the dog. I haven't really seen enough of it, but it does have a Crichton-esque look to it.
Yes,
that's true, and I'm sure Mrs. 2X4B523P would be most upset. That's not a domestic toy, that's a really aggressive one that hurts people. That should be banned at once.
Chris, can you tell us something about Tongue-Tied, the music video?
Is there anything specifically that you wanted to know about it?
Did you enjoy that outfit?
I enjoyed the outfit more than I enjoyed the dancing. But you know, we spent, for that rehearsal week of that show, we spent, 4 days rehearsing, 4 days rehearsing. Probably 3.5 days were spent trying to get the, 2.5 minute dance routine. Craig detested it, as I did. And of course, it's the final analysis. They use stuff from the waist up, most of the time. And the old flashing, look at our dancing. Oh, it was Danny was doing, he can dance and he can sing, so that's, we can't really sing that much. We certainly can't dance, We have the professional dancers in the back. And, the problem is with close-ups of us, so you can almost see our mouths in 1, 2, 3. Counting out the bloody steps, so, I'm afraid, the old VHS days, I would have wound fast forward on the old
But it did get on to the top. Did it?
Did it?
Yeah, yeah, 29. Jimmy Savile came on the street.
Yeah, well, we're not Tony Blackburn that week, man. Oh, that's the sensational sound of, what's it, good Red Dwarf, yeah, it's very nice, yeah, really grateful.
I don't say it's a full length video, it's available on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, Ed Bye was a bit sort of mad with Charles Organs who choreographed it because we had no time to rehearse the comedy, which was the other 27.5 minutes. So, but it was a good show at the end,
One last question?
Okay, we've got a question right over here.
Right over there.
Okay, sir.
Right, it's more of a request. I was hoping that Chris would sing the Arnold Rimmer song.
Look. I'm afraid what I do is I build forward to Red Dwarf conventions, dimension jump, to do the Arnold Rimmer song. I mean, I've done the Salute, I've done the Kent Williams, I've done a bit of Tony Blackburn, so I'm afraid I'll have to leave you wanting more of this situation. And we'll do the Rimmer song at the next DJ. We get along to Dimension Jump the next time round, and I will do it for you then. I promise.
You are aware that we're talking this, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But if anyone's got the words, I'll do it. But also, I can't really remember words well.
Anyone with a mobile phone?
But look, let's leave it for another time. The next Dimension Jump, just bring it on the Q&A, bring me the words, and we'll do it. There's the deal.
Oh, hang on.
Well, actually, he wasn't me, but that's fine. Carry on talking.
Carry on talking.
We're filling in, apparently. Are we filling in?
What are you doing on your holidays? Yeah.
How's it on the Buddha? She's given up working with winches. Sorry, we're just having a quick chat there. I think it's a sorry. Go back.
Where's it gone?
We'll have one more question and then we will wrap this up. We've got hands straight up there. I'm going to hop off here. Could you end it with a holly joke?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Come on, end it with a holly joke.
What happened to him? Oh, what happened to him all?
I've got an IQ of 600. The same IQ as 600 PE teachers.
Thank you very much for voicing the dwarf. Hopefully that's what our TV screens do.
Okay, so due to an unfortunate